My name is MOHI Francis. I was born in Mathare and raised there. My parents separated when I was a young boy. Around the age of 6 to 7 years, I joined a group of friends who introduced me into stealing and doing drugs. At 5th grade, I dropped out of school because I hated mom because she used to do a lot of alcohol and beat us up. So I went to the streets and I needed to survive. So I looked for scrap metals and sell them to find food. And sometimes I would go stealing from people. Several years later, a staff of MOHI introduced mom into a sewing program at MOHI, and while she was there, she learned about MOHI, and so she wanted us to be MOHI students. MOHI was my 7th school, and I loved it because I was warmly welcomed, like I'm part of the family. I love it that we were given good food and a safe space for us to express and talk about ourselves. And that is where we got healing, and the love we got from the likes of the social workers, Madam Director. The visitors that came impacted my life with love and created that safe space for me. Being sponsored by Marilyn Mandas, it was awesome. It was the best thing that had ever happened in my life. Being supported by a mother figure who is not in my own land. A mother who gave me happiness and joy even when she was not there. Sending me gifts, writing me letters. I can specifically remember a shirt she sent for me, and I actually have it up to date. And I love it very much. Every time I see it, I remember her. I remember the good work she did and put her into my prayers. MOHI supported me through high school, and after high school I joined Next Step program. After a while I got an information from a social worker that there is a camp being opened at the coast, still by MOHI, and I applied for the job as a camp mentor. And my experience at camp was a very good experience. Talking to kids, listening to them, giving them a safe space so they can express themselves and help them heal of their trauma. Many of them received Jesus as their personal savior, and they are now a living testimony. A year later, I applied to work at Child Sponsorship Office. This is where we deliver the gifts that the sponsors have sent to their kids. Today I get to work in the same office with my former social worker Lynn, who was my social worker I was schooling. Together we are helping connect sponsors with kids to transform their lives like mine has been transformed. I feel so happy delivering a gift to a kid and observe the facial expression and how happy a child is when he or she receives that gift. If it weren't for MOHI, I'll be in the worst places I can mention. But I thank God for using MOHI to reach me. And now here I am living as a living testimony.